Let's go over all the cars. Where are they? What are they doing? What are the plans? And what are our plans moving forward? We're loaded up, ready to go. She's looking low. Good morning everybody. We're starting from my flat. We've got a busy, very busy day today, but a very exciting day. And it's really nice weather outside as well. So today I'm going to be mainly answering a comment that I got on my YouTube video today. What's happened to all the cars? Where are all the cars? What are the plans for all the cars? So I'm going to take you along on my busy day today, and we're going to go and have a look at the cars and show you where they are and what's going on with them. So let's go on with the day. So I'm trying to remember everything that we need, because we're actually going straight away up north. So I'm actually camping in the X5 again. I camped last week in the X5 and we're going to do it again. We've still got the door bed there, so I'm hoping that nothing's popped. But I'm going to be sleeping on the sheet tonight, so I'm going to have to flip it around. So I've got a little bit of dirt everywhere. So let's go and start the day and let's go to our first destination. Oh, my X5 does this all the time. See it? Ah! It like acts that it doesn't recognise the key like half the time, then half the time it does. And I have changed the battery, so I know it's not the battery in the actual fob. So I'm guessing there's like maybe like a bit of an issue with like the receiver or something, but so annoying. But we've got 6 tyres at the back of us. You can see we've got 6 tyres there. So we are actually going on a drift day this evening. We're actually taking the car up north, so that's why we've got a busy day. But let's go and get the trailer, and then let's go and answer this question. What's going on, Lee? Fucking hell! That's some derb dust right there. Right, so we're at AirTech. I've actually never used this trailer. Also, it's old, but it does the job. I think it's over there. I hope it's a flatbed, because I really know when you get trailers and it's like not a flatbed in the middle, and they've got like the big, and then you just, I don't know, flatbeds just are better. So we had an issue recently. It was that AMD actually bought a trailer and it actually didn't even fit the Focus on. So I'm a bit worried about trailers now, especially since the E30 is wide bodied. I get a bit lucky with Kuba's trailer because it's absolutely massive. So we're going to take it anyway and just pray that the E30 gets on it. Right, we're loaded up. Jockey wheel's a bit dry. I was like, you fucking bastard. Thank you, AirTech. Right, let's go back to the unit and let's again, let's go show you what's still going on with the cars. Okay, so we're at the unit. Let's go over all the cars. Where are they? What are they doing? What are the plans? And what are our plans moving forward as a YouTube as a whole? Now, the E30 has been by far the worst performing car on my channel, probably of all time, which is annoying because it's been the car I've been most excited about, and it's the car I've been most involved in. It's the car that I've always dreamed to have. But unfortunately, for some reason, you guys don't give a shit about it, which is interesting, but that's fine. We're moving on. So what we're going to do, we're going to be stopping the E30 videos and we're going to be moving back to our old stuff. I just had to get the E30 finished because I had so many people telling me it wasn't going to be finished, so I had to finish it, and I thought it's best filming it instead of not filming it, even though nobody watched it. But the people who did watch it, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the series. But let's get on to the other cars. Now, here is my Suzuki SJ. If you remember this, I bought this because it came up for sale and I wanted to get back into off-roading, and I wanted to stop buying Land Rovers. All I've ever owned is Land Rovers, so I wanted something a little bit different, just to add a little bit more fun into off-roading. So I bought this, and it was in way worse condition than I thought. Off-roading is one of those things where you kind of need it to be road legal, because obviously it's good to go and do green lanes, or you just trailing it to a pay and play, and they don't come around that often. And I actually just like the fact of adventuring, you know, and going out on the road and going doing some green lanes. That is fun to me. So I bought this, and it had every single electrical issue under the sun. The body's good in it. The rust, you know, it's not rusty. It's actually not falling apart. I think it probably would mostly get through an MOT on that. But there were so many electrical issues with the car, and it just got to the point where I couldn't fix them. It was hard to fill. It got to the point I was just spending so long doing the electrics, as you can see here. I've had to rewire every single light inside the car to a manual switch. And then I thought I'd finished it all, and the wipers weren't working. So I'm going to have to rewire the wipers, and I had a bit of an issue where the wiper thing is underneath this cage. So I was like, ugh. And then it started getting warm, and it kind of just got left until it started getting cold again. So the plan is for this, when it starts getting a little bit colder, we will be doing some off-roading. I'm very excited to do some off-roading in this. This will happen. So I am going to get this up and ready for when it starts getting a bit colder, and you will be seeing some off-roading videos in the Suzuki. I wouldn't say quite soon, but soonish. So moving on to the next car, which is my best performing vehicle of all time on YouTube. This is the one that's had the most views, the most content, the most laughs, and just the most basically good feedback. Where is the Reliant? So the Reliant is here. She is tucked up inside the corner of the unit. I definitely have not got rid of this car, and I love this car, and as I said, this has been the best performing thing on my channel ever. So why have I not been prioritizing this? The reason you've not seen a Reliant video in a while is because of this. I needed to get this done, and it is done, so now we can actually start focusing on the other builds. So where did I left this? I actually left this by taking it for the first drive, and the gear cable broke on the first drive, and then after that, everything just went to the E30. I had to kind of just forget about it for a while. So it is here. I've not forgot about it, and I have actually ordered the new gear cable. So as you can see here, we've actually got the shorter gear cable. So the only thing from stop this car actually driving properly is that gear cable, which we just need to basically fit up. Now, I have missed on quite a lot of opportunities with this car. I've been invited to some hilarious, entertaining videos of like racing a tuk-tuk with the motorbike engine in it, taking it on track, racing it down the drag strip. I have missed quite a lot of these opportunities just because I had to get the E30 done. So I'm hoping to actually get this finished. This is going to start taking the priority very soon, and we're going to actually start getting this back up, and we're going to start doing some of those fun events which I have missed out on because I want to race some other motorbike power things, and I want to see how fast this is. Obviously we can only get in one gear, so I actually want to go through the gears and actually see how fast it is. So the Reliant will be coming back very, 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 very soon. Now the next car we're going to go on to is probably the one that I've owned for the longest. I've had this for a couple of years, and it's been in and out of succession. You know, we've been smashing it out, and then we forgot about it, smashing it out, forgot about it. And it's a shame because I think it is actually one of my favourite cars, and I think everyone who I talk to or know personally, they agree this is their favourite car. And this car's got so much potential, and it's the 190e. So here is the 190e. So we bought this 2 years ago now, with a blown engine, and it's a one-owner factory manual. It is in unbelievable condition for the year of the car. This is one of the cleanest, well, this is the cleanest car I've ever owned. I know that doesn't say much, but it's one of the cleanest cars you will see in a very, very long time, especially for its age, and it's definitely one of the cleanest 190es I've seen. I know it doesn't look it now because it's full of moss. It's never ever been cleaned, ever. I've never cleaned this car, but the thing is, this car is actually complete. This car is as stock as it comes, and we've actually done this properly. So we've actually got a 2.3 supercharged engine in there. If you've not been watching this engine is from an SLK 230, and all it needs now is running, it's driving, everything is done, everything is plumbed in correctly. We had Will come over from Croatia and wire it in properly, so everything's on total stock wiring. All we have to basically do is just finish up some bits. AirTech are actually going to help. They're going to build us a custom intercooler for this, and then pretty much all we have to do is just do some throttle cables and just some little things. But this is a running, driving 190. All we've got to do is just tidy it up. Now I actually want this car to be back on the road because summer is here, and I do actually miss going to Cars and Coffees, and right now I don't have anything to go to a Cars and Coffees in other than the motorbike, where this was always going to be the plan for the 190. I was never going to do anything crazy. This was going to be my comfortable, cool car. I didn't want to, you know, put it on coilovers or anything. I was just going to keep it on lowering springs and just actually have a car which is nice to drive. It's cool, it looks cool, it'll sound cool, and it's just fucking cool. And last but not least, the E30. We've been building this recently. I absolutely love this car. It's took me absolutely months, but I need a break from it, and you won't be seeing too many more videos on this E30 other than today, because we need to do some things today. But this is just going to be the drift car. I'm going to keep this, and it's just going to be like my fun car. So you're not going to see too many more videos on the E30. We've got a little bit more left in stock, so we're going to do a few things today before we take it to Oulton Park, because it will be drifting tomorrow at Oulton Park. Now there is one vehicle that we are missing out on, obviously other than the X5, but the X5 is a daily, doesn't count. One vehicle we're missing out on, and that is the Transporter. I kind of left the Transporter on a bit of a cliffhanger, and that's because I was, well, I have got a video that's been filmed, but I've not finished that video. I actually tried to make a camper conversion out of it. Obviously we took the camper conversion out to put so we could, you know, trailer the motorbike, and I've tried to make a camper conversion around the motorbike, and I've ordered some things in there. I just need to go over to IKEA and get a few more bits, but this just took a back seat as I've just been so busy with the E30. The channel has heavily been took over by the E30 at the minute, and yeah, you know, I just had to get it done. So we're actually going to start doing some load of different other stuff, and I am going to bring back the Road to 10k series. If you remember that series where we wanted to start off with 500 quid and see how far we could get to get 10 grand, how long it takes to get us 10 grand. We actually bought a car, we sold that car, and we made profit on that car. So I'm going to continue doing that series, Road to 10k, so that's going to be coming up very shortly as well. But there's one more car that we need to go over. And last but not least, it is the Aston Martin, which me and AMD have gone halves on. I had a horrendous day yesterday with this. Had to basically take the whole dash out of the car. It was an absolute nightmare, but you will probably have seen that in a recent video. What's the plan for this? Well, the plan is we need to get it fixed. We are very worried about this dash and airbag situation, but in terms of where the car sits right now, it's actually mostly together on the front. Just need to finish up this the coolant lines in this little radiator here, but this isn't too far off, and we're going to be doing like a drive in this, and then I'm not too sure what the plans are in terms of where it's going to go and what it's going to do. So the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to drop the rear end, which then means we can actually drop drop the front end as well, because we need some more lows. We've got a bit of a gap here and it's not ideal. We want some spicy body fitment because we've got some spicy wheels and a spicy car. So we've got some, we actually had some 10-inch 350 pound springs, and now we've got some 8-inch 250 pound springs. So these are softer because the car was really stiff at the back. The car's going to be softer, and we're going to be, these are 2-inch shorter as well. So it's going to drop the car by 2-inch. So we're going to put these on, leave it where it is at the height now, and then we might have to raise the coil over a little bit. So the easiest thing to do, which I think is, instead of taking the top mounts off, we're just going to whiz off the top knot. Take off this top knot, and then the shock will literally fall out the top hat, and then all we've got to do is just get a gun, take off the bottom. This is the problem of filming, guys, but I caught it, don't worry guys. And these are the springs we're taking off, and these are the springs we're going to put on, so a lot softer and a lot shorter as well. Okay, let's see how low this sits now. Ooh. Oh, that's much better. I mean, it's still going to go a bit more. So I think we're going to raise it a little bit. Oh no, that's off. Ooh, I think that is pretty. Woohoo! Yeah! Damn, Baru! That is nice. That is a nice height. We like that. We like those. So the next thing is we can actually install the 15mm spacers. Now this is going to be very spicy when we get the 15mm on there. Very spicy. Some may say too spicy, but we'll find out. And then we can actually drop the fronts as well. We can drop them about 1 inch or so. Right, so we've dropped it 1 inch. Let's see what that sits like. Woo-hoo-hoo! I could probably get away with being more spicy, but I don't know, that looks spicy enough to me. I don't know, I could go a little bit spicier. But I don't know, do I really want to be lifting it at mid-drift day? Because I'm hitting on something. I think we'll go like this for now. I'm happy with that. I don't want to go too crazy low and scraping on everything. That looks 10 times better than this side. So, maybe a little bit more. Do we go spicier or not, Charlie? Spicier or no spicier? Up to you. I thought it was just going to say spicier. I mean, like, a real G would have gone spicier without even looking.
Try again.
Do we go spicier or not spicier?
Go give a fuck.
Yes. Much better. Much better. We're wider, we're lower. We could probably go a little bit lower on the back still, but for the time being, I'm not going to risk it. It's nice. Maybe when we've got these 40 profiles on, there might be a bit more of a gap than I wish. but the front looks, oh damn baby, damn. So we've got a few more jobs to do. We're actually going to do an actual alignment. Last time at Brands Hatch, we had no alignment whatsoever. It's not too bad. Like, you can kind of do an eye alignment, and it's going to be kind of in for drifting. It doesn't need to be bang on. Gets knocked out quite a lot when you're going over bumps and stuff. But we're going to do an actual proper alignment and get it somewhat square as possible. The only annoying thing is now we've dropped it even lower, is that the camber's gone out even more. So I'm hoping I can actually push some negative camber out of it, because as you can see, what happens is you just eat through the tyre, the inside of the tyre just goes. That's what was good about the Mustang, was that because it had a solid rear axle, you never have to worry about like toe or camber at the rear. It was always just flat. And especially on these cars as well, when you get squat, you don't get any of that in the Mustang. It was just always straight, 'cause it's just basically like a fucking, it's like a tractor from the 1930s, the Mustang. That was the positive of having the Mustang. The negative of having actual suspension at the back is that we get camber like this, and it's going to be hard to push it all out. But we'll see if we can do our best. And we've got to do a few jobs as well, so we have to change the gearbox oil. At Brands Hatch, the gearbox was getting quite noisy when it was hot. So we've got some new oil, and I've actually got some gearbox additive as well. So let's crack it up, and let's do some of them jobs. Now BMW actually released these gearbox with lifetime oil, so we're obviously not going to replace it with that. We're just going to put some 75-90 in there with some liquid moly gearbox additive. So we're going to open the ramp, and it's good to actually check everything. First thing Charlie said was, look at the angle of them shafts. Ah, shit. These are probably going to explode one day. I did get told that it's actually the shafts that kills the discs, not the actual discs, so this is not good. Now we've got some extreme lows, but still gonna send it. Now bad news was trying to change the gearbox oil. Couldn't get the fill plug off. It was rounded beyond belief. And my guy Chazza said, hammer and chisel. And would you look at that? Look at that. Hey, it pays to have these guys around, doesn't it? So this is BMW's lifetime oil. So let's see the state of this. I have no idea what car this came off, or like mileage or whatever, so God knows how long it's been on. But let's see the state of this oil. Oh. Lovely. Look how thin it is. One way to get the ladies. Oh. And then we've actually got some of this liquid moly like gear additive, so we're going to put 2 of these on, because one of these goes to every litre, and there's just over 2 in there, so we're going to put 2 of these in. Hopefully that should stop the friction between the gears, and hopefully the noise that we're getting. So after this we installed 2 new rear tyres. Then we could set it up on the Hunter alignment. So this is what we got at the minute. Our front camber is absolutely bang on. I have no idea how I did that, because it's a manual slider. Our caster is crazy. We need to fix that, but we can't do that today. We don't need to run a crazy amount of toe out, because this car is really snappy. So we're just going to make I'd say pretty straight. We're going to put it pretty straight today. Maybe a tiny little bit of toe out. And the rears are the camber is pretty bang on, which I'm going to try. I don't want that much camber on the back, but I don't know if I've got any more adjustment than that, so we'll have a little bit of a play. And we'll try and get the toes even as well, looking something like this, so the wheels are straight. Yeah, so first of all, let's do the fronts. The frame, this changes camber and this changes toe. Now that is max positive camber, and it's still 3 degrees, which is a lot of camber. That's just because of how low we are. So I might have to see if there's anything you can do, you know, anything that can be done to the rear subframes even more to help that camber. Maybe you can be able to get like a shim made for the wheel just to push that camber out, but that's the best camber I can get, unfortunately. So I've just done the rear toe. I've got pretty much straight rear end now. The camber is an issue, but it is what it is. Can't do anything about that for the time being, but our toe's pretty much bang on now, and our toe on the rear, and our toe's pretty much bang on the front. So I've gone a tiny little bit of toe out on the front, not much at all. It's pretty much straight. It's like 0.15 degrees, so it's like an eighth of it. Well, it's like an eighth of a degree toe out in the front. So let's get off the trailer. Well, let's get it off here. Let's get it on the trailer, and let's drive down to Oulton Park. Right, we're loaded up, ready to go. She's looking low. The X5 is starting to piss me off. Like little things like just don't let you reverse with the door open. You know, sometimes it don't let you start unless you fucking pressed everything at the exact same time, and the door's locking. It won't let me open the door because the keys are in the car, and it's like, fuck off, just let me do what I want to do. And I was screen wash, and I genuinely can't see shit when the sun hits me. The sun is like just going down. Ah! So it's actually nice because obviously like this is where I'm from, like Oulton Park is in Cheshire and I'm from Warrington, so it's nice coming back and just, obviously I like living down south and stuff, but it's nice to just come home, isn't it? Especially through this part as well. This part of like Cheshire is beautiful, the roads are great, and it is really home. I do like it. I've just been listening to a song called Home as well by a band called Daughtry, so hit in the fields boys, hit in the fields! So we're here at Oulton Park. If you remember, I don't know where I'm going. I'm going this way. If you remember, we actually came on a track, well we've been to a couple of track days here, but we actually came on a track day here in my Audi when it was snowing, and we came on a track day in my Audi. It was absolutely hilarious. We're sliding all over the place. But here we are at Oulton Park. Can't see anything from Wisby. Don't know where they are. Oh, there's Heath's car. Don't know where everyone else is. Bit worrying why it's just one car there. Huh. I know a lot of people are camping, so I'm not sure what the hell's going on. Apparently I need to go through here and then move this car. Oh, that's the PH Drift 10. Where is everybody? No! This suitcase has been going for so long. My mum literally said to me the other day, she was like, God, is that suitcase so good? I said, it'll be with me till I die, this thing. No!
Oh, I hope that's another sign.
Nah, it'll pop out. It'll pop out. She's still going! Yeah! I don't know. Oh, we're gonna have to send it off, I think.
Oh, it is. Duct tape.
God!
Duct tape, cable ties.
Oh, shit. Okay, we're here. Absolutely well, this is the worst bit about doing like any kind of drift day or track day or whatever. It's just packing up the shit and taking off the shit. Look how low it looks, man. It looks so low now. Oh my God. It's definitely settled a bit on the front. I'll do it. We'll be right. We're not scared. This is the worst thing about doing track days and drift days, is packing all the shit. The thing is like you can pack little and you don't have to pack so much, but then you'll fucking regret not bringing stuff. Like the gazebo is very good because it gives a place from the sun. You know, it gives you a little bit of a chill place from the rain. So the car's all off, the tools are all off. Now I've got the other job of setting up my bed in the X5, which is an absolute pain. But a few of the guys are here. He's here. I know this guy, I can't remember his name for the life of me right now, but I do know it, James. That's it, James. And then Emma's here, Jordan's here, Josh is here, everyone's here. Look at this trailer, fancy trailer. Must be nice, eh? So, let's get the airbag up. This is knackering, getting the airbag up. I wish I bought an electronic one. I still don't know why I've not bought an electronic pump, but manual pump for the airbag. So, this is my setup. We're here at the circuit. Cool, the Canon M50, absolutely smashing the low lights. Smashing the low lights. It's actually really dark. This is one of my favourite things about doing the drift events. We all know each other and everyone's super good fun, and we all get pizza and we all camp. And this is the best thing about the whole weekend. But let's get some sleep because we've got a busy day tomorrow. That's how we get on. Good morning, gang. It was raining all morning. Like, I heard it for about 3 or 4 hours. Just raining in the car. I was like, oh no, it's going to be a horrible day. But luckily, I woke up. It's quite nice. I slept better than last time. But it's the light. Every time the light comes in the car, I feel like, I don't know, it wakes me up like someone's put a phone torch on. I'm like, oh. And then I can't really get fully back to sleep because of the light. I've got a sleeping mask, but my body just rejects it. It says, nope, I'm not sleeping in a sleeping mask. So, much better. Quite enjoyed it. Feel a lot better this morning. So, it's quite a fun track here. It's not just like going around in a circle or like doing a kidney shape. It's not like doing a kidney shape like we usually do. It's an actual like little circuit. So I'm pretty sure this is like their rally track, like their rally circuit. So we're gonna go like up and then round the trees and down the bank and there. I've never done it, but it should be quite fun. It should be good because I need to learn transitions more in the E30 because it's just crazy, so snappy. So like this is actually like a short, like, you know, it's a short track, short transitions, not short but shallow. But you know what I'm trying to say, not wide. So it'd be quite fun to do in the E30. And I think they wet it here a little bit, and it's already a little bit wet. So it'd be a lot slower, which would be good to just kind of try to let the car self-steer, you know. So I'm gonna brush my teeth, sign on, get some food, and have some fun.
When you come into there, or you're just gonna spin?
Is it that slippy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
bad is it?
It's fucking exceptionally slippy. That's why I'm glad I'm not driving.
You can literally see, like it literally looks like ice. It's gonna be funny. Oh, bit of a rough ride, we're moving. It just doesn't self-steer. It doesn't self-steer at all. And on circuits like this, it's really prominent. This is a hard car to drive, man. Holy shit. Really hard to drive. Fucking hell, that is... I'm fighting it the whole way around. I really need to sort this caster out because honestly the car, there is no self-steer. You've got to watch. I've got to drag the wheel every single direction where it needs to go. It's really hard to drive on circuits like this.
Now I was really struggling in the morning just with the car, second time ever driving it, and just the track being so slippy and so wet and grippy in some places. I was really struggling in the morning, so I had a few laps just to try to get used to it before we start taking passengers, and I did actually start to get a little bit used to it.
And then... Oh, it's wide, it's a long angle, we kept it though, the wheel wasn't happy. It was super wide angle again. Oh. And then we can go full throttle through this bit. Woo! Oh my god, that was a big angle! I thought I'd lost it, boys! I thought I'd lost it! And then same again here, we can just come on the brakes because it's nice and slippy, and then, oh, that was nice. Woo! She's angry, boys! Damn, baby!
After we got a little bit more confident at the track, we started taking some passengers out and we got some really good laps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go!
So another day done and another completed drift day in the E30. There are a lot of things that need to change. First of all, even though I've lowered it, I still need some bigger space on the back. Were you trying to take a good car? Is that what you were trying to do?
Huh?
I can't get let go of the wheel. It's just so snappy on the front that it's terrifying, and it's not good just to keep following the wheel like that. I mean, we can get used to it, but only because I know when the car's going to do it. I can't just go out and just let the car do its thing on a new track, because I don't know, I can't, it's hard. I was really struggling this morning. But we had some good laps at the end of the day, and we had some fun. People like the car, it sounds great, it sounds cool. It probably looks really slow from the outboard footage because it was wet, but inside the car it felt a bit like crazy. Well, not crazy, it just obviously felt cool, but it didn't feel crazy on some corners where they're just like so slippy. So yeah, another day. So again, probably one of the last videos you're going to see on the E30. So let's get on with the other projects. But for now, I love you all. I'll see you in the next one.